Hi, I'm Jordan, and I'm one of the PGY4 residents. I know this year is really crazy with everything being virtual, but one of the big bonuses that our program has had since I've been here is that we've already had a virtual learning resource called the Gateway. Basically, everything that you need for our department and PM&R wise is housed on the Gateway. There's so many educational resources, academic tools, things for on call, lots of different guides and guidelines of the program. Everything that you would need can be found on the Gateway. Dr. Hearn has spearheaded and developed this, and I'm the resident web educational lead. And we work together with the attendings and other curriculum leads to really make sure that everything comes together and is organized in one spot. You can basically use it anywhere that you have Wi-Fi, so you don't have to haul your big books around. Haven't opened Bradham in a while. But yeah, I mean, the Gateway is perfect. You can study for your in-training exams and you can look up urgent issues when you're on call. It's really a great resource. I can't say enough good things about the Gateway.
I believe the optimal learning landscape is an exploratory one. Just like a good day hike up in the mountains or down in the canyons can inspire us, the landscape of PM&R as a field is inherently interesting and inspiring. The faculty don't need to prove that. Residents will discover that on their own every bit along the way. But what faculty can do is serve as a guide to this terrain. We can and should show the way in terms of what knowledge and skills are really needed to practice well. What's really needed for the boards? What is new in our field? And where are we headed? By arming residents with the resources, the opportunities, and the directions, we can help them achieve great goals and explore PM&R deeply, while also preserving their autonomy to carve their own path and have fun along the way. In this sense, I'd like our faculty to place some well thought out and purposeful resources like guideposts along the way on the journey, but then also enable residents to explore in their own time and ways. In order to do this, we need some centralization of materials. We need to be able to, both academically and administratively, have a forum or a set of fora where people can connect with one another, where people can tap into schedules and goals and visions and opportunities. To this end, we established the PM&R Gateway, which is named fondly after the medical school's student gateway. It's basically an internal landing page, an internal web home for the residency program. Let's do a whirlwind gateway tour. The main anatomy of the site is divided into 4 columns. Under academic, you'll recognize the breakdown of the different subspecialties within PM&R. Each one spawns a separate site that is designed and developed by the educational faculty lead, the same faculty member who chairs the subcommittee for that area and who runs that portion of the didactic cycle. If we click on neuromuscular medicine, for instance, it will pop open a neuromuscular medicine subsite that includes a general approach. You can pull down the didactic schedule for that block, as well as by learning objectives, the different domains of neuromuscular medicine. So if we click on nerves, we have the learning objectives for that, slides, recommended resources, additional resources that are just a click away. Returning back to the gateway, the second column is program director updates. I keep this relatively up to date, kind of like a Twitter feed. It will show everything from announcements, things needed to be done, thank yous, awards, shout outs, other bits of news that come up along the way. Third column is schedules, outpatient rotations, resident rotations, who's on call. It's a one-click reference for up-to-date materials on schedules. We no longer have to deal with emails that go back and forth asking who's got the up-to-date copy or whether call's been traded, because all the updates are made centrally and are a click away. And quick links are quick references, both academic and clinical and other, that residents need at their fingertips. Up at the top left here, administrative. This is our large administrative home. Everything from policies, resources, people and places in our program, leadership groups, all the deeper information is in here. If we click on academic resources, for instance, we can see recommended textbooks by our residents and faculty, our book fund, question bank, resources for the SAE, resources for fellowship and boards, things like that. So the Gateway has really been a critical tool for keeping us together, keeping everyone on the same page, and allowing us to tap in and feel connected to what the different focus groups, leadership groups, faculty and residency groups are moving ahead and doing out there in the community.